All right, y'all. We back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on, all right? Check this out. Now, if y'all know me, y'all already know we was finna come and talk about this, right? One, what really made me be like, yeah, we gotta talk about it. The video not gonna be that long. I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but we just talked about Lil Nas X, right? Y'all remember we were talking about the artists, celebrities leaving their DNA in these products. We talked about Liquid Death, Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Hawk was mentioned in that clip. And we went over the whole thing with Lil Nas X and the Satan shoes with his own drop of blood inside of the shoe. Now, as I'm pretty sure everybody has seen by now, Lil Nas X was supposedly captured on camera walking down the street 4 a.m. in the middle of the night in whitey tighties with cowboy boots on, singing a song. Supposedly he attacked an officer and everything. Crazy story. I'm gonna show the video. I may have to blur it. Not sure how YouTube would be. I mean, it's not nude technically. I may have to blur it anyway. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Now, there's some other clips that I want to talk about as well. And this was something that I heard when Lil Nas X first dropped. If I'm not mistaken, Lil Nas X was like one of those first artists to blow up off of TikTok. And I think at that time he was like heavily involved with the whole Barb movement, like a super fan of Nicki Minaj and stuff, right? I don't know how he did it, but Lil Nas X is one of the like first artists to make it big off of TikTok. Blew up on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Or it was either like he had a whole little Barb page or something on TikTok. Y'all probably know the story better than me. Um, it's something about his come up had to do with TikTok, right? And around that time, a lot of people used to talk about Lil Nas X not actually being zesty, but that his contract, you know, everything about his contract was he had to actually be zesty in order to open that door in the industry. And I wanted to show y'all these clips of some people talking about the fact that he's not even really zest, that this is just all an act, right? I thought it was interesting because I even heard this when he first got on. And, you know, obviously there's men out there who will damn near look just like a straight man, but behind closed doors be bisexual or whatever they choose to be, even dress like a full straight man and maybe have some of the same mannerisms as a full straight man. But first off, some of these pictures, yo, some of these pictures I don't even want to blow up on the screen, bro. These Met Gala pictures of him, some of them, I like, is this even allowed? Is this okay? I cannot believe this. Some of these pictures are insane, y'all. This is the most zesty monster there is in the industry. They turned this man out. And it's either they're spitting him out right now because they don't need Lil Nas X anymore, and he on dope and whatever, and he really damn near had an OD on the street, or this is just some kind of funky ass, you know, promo for some music or something he got coming out. It's one of the two. And of course, TMZ, you know, they get the footage. So for y'all that haven't seen it, let's just watch a little bit of it, all right? Check this out, y'all.
Nah, 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 nah. Hey,
What
don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah, 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 nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah, 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 nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da, 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 da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La, la, la. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. Yes. Ha, 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 pow. Yes. Ha, yes, get my good side. Ha, ha, ha. Every side. Ha. Yes. Ha. Boom, cat, towel. Ha. Ha. Pow. Ooh. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Bow. Bang. Bow. Woo. Bow. Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem?
One thing I noticed, there's no other cars. Oh, look at this. And somebody noticed it too. Why are the streets absolutely empty except Nas and this one random car? Nobody walking, no nothing. Just a random person who just so happened to find Lil Nas X walking down the street at 4 a.m. in his whitey tighties and some white cowboy boots. Somebody said embarrassment ritual to get his fame back, for real, because that man is fully conscious. I mean, it definitely, I don't know if he's on drugs in this. I mean, definitely seems like some kind of ritual, maybe a humiliation ritual, because is there footage? Y'all let me know. Is there footage of him actually attacking a cop like they say? Is this even real? Or is this just something like they saying to get Lil Nas X back into some kind of fame to be relevant again? Because for him, his contract is, you know, it's completely open. He has to do everything they ask him to do. I mean, we could just go back to the pictures. I mean, he flirted and danced on the devil in this old video. He literally, you know, he does everything the industry wants him to do. He has done it all. Can only imagine the rituals he's participated in, the sex magic rituals he's participated in behind closed doors. This man has done it all, y'all. And honestly, this is like, when we talk about selling your soul, this is what it is right here, y'all. Everybody who keeps saying it, y'all, some people just don't get it, I guess. Like I said that one time, y'all think someone is grabbing their soul out and handing it to the music execs. No, this right here is what we call selling your soul. This video of him scrolling down the street, doing this for fame, embarrassing himself in his drawers, this is what we call selling your soul. His soul is gone. And we don't know the things that he's done behind doors. And it makes me think about DaBaby. Y'all remember this rapper? He completely irrelevant now. But look at this dude. This was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. He was at South by Southwest in Texas in his drawers. No. In a diaper, because his rap name is DaBaby. This was probably longer than 5 years ago. I think this was like back in 2017. Yeah. Look at this. Look at that. The man in his drawers. Look at that. The man in a diaper. Grown man in front of all these people in a diaper. And then all of a sudden, he got famous after this. All of a sudden, he got famous after this. And one of the biggest videos that he was in online when he got confronted in Atlanta about checking in. Y'all remember when that check-in thing was super popular back then? that was like one of the most viral moments when he was coming up because he was recording a video, right? But you could tell the label set it up because he had a number 33 jersey on, and the dude who was confronting him about checking in also had a number 33 jersey on. I think I was like the first person to point that out back when that happened, and that was probably 5 years ago. So he did his rituals to become, famous or whatever kind of status he had back then. So check this out, y'all. This clip is from Whoa Vicky, and this was a couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And she talked about how she knew people who went to high school with Lil Nas X and that he was not a zest monster, and this is all an act, and how he sold his soul for the industry. Check this out.
Think about Lil Nas X.
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him, and they said he was never gay. So
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact, like what he doing is because like they told him like you got to do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus' name, amen. It's getting popularity, getting you money, getting you views. So it's like selling yourself. Like you do this, you going with whoop.
So what do you think of the music in the entertainment industry?
Like it's just demonic. The industry, it's like you have to do certain things to get that. So I believe he had to do certain things to get where he's going. And like the certain things is you got to do this and lead people this way and lead people that way.
Even though he had the gayest outfit at this year's Met Gala, and Lil Nas X himself has said he is gay, he is recently getting accused of not being gay.
I'm not with that gay shit, bro.
Conspiracy theory goes that Lil Nas X is forced to fake being gay because he sold his soul to the music industry, and it's a gimmick to draw attention to his music so the powers that be can make money off of him. Other people have shared personal accounts of catching him not being gay.
Lil Nas X was never gay. Ever. He has fooled and manipulated a lot of people.
A friend of mine who plays drums for a very well-known artist was on the set of a Lil Nas X video. In between takes, he said this kid was shriveling up in the corner, and he was like, I'm uncomfortable with this. I don't want to do this anymore.
The craziest thing is that Lil Nas X had to respond to all these horrid straight allegations. But it's kind of his fault as well because he'll always tweet things like, that gay shit was fun at first, I miss pussy now, can't believe I lost all my Grammys, I'm no longer gay, and post videos of him kissing girls. This has got thousands of fans accusing him this month of not being gay.
Now, obviously, it's not the biggest deal, when we come to talking about whether he's actually zesty or not. I don't think it's the biggest thing to worry about, but it's mostly what they are willing to do in order to be famous. Once you sign that contract, that's really what it's about. And if someone would actually go on, and portray an image that they aren't, which honestly, I probably believe that he is. But like I said, it's not the biggest thing to talk about. But I thought it was interesting because we know people do anything to stay in that industry. Now it says Lil Nas X roams LA street in tidy whities, hospitalized for possible OD. Now I think he was also hospitalized earlier in the year for like some kind of like facial paralysis or something like that, right? So it says TMZ Hip Hop obtained a video of the Old Town Road rapper nearly naked and floating aimlessly down Ventura Boulevard at 4 a.m. Someone driving past him recorded Nas, who repeatedly pointed at the camera and muttered something about heading to a party. At one point, he placed an orange traffic cone on his head. So I'm assuming they had a little bit more in the video. I didn't see this in that video I showed y'all. That's why I was like, is there more footage of it? Like, did he actually attack the police? Said officers responded and found him still walking down the middle of the road. After Lil Nas X charged at the officers, they subdued him and put him in handcuffs. And it is a possible overdose. Crazy story, y'all. Crazy. I just found it crazy that we had just talked about him. And just a couple of days later, he's in the news, and I don't know what to call it. Humiliation ritual, or is he really just off his rocker at this point because his soul, his mind so gone? They ain't using them the way that they was. He's not really relevant. No one is checking for any Lil Nas X music, nothing that he's doing. They may just not need him anymore. And it also reminds me of the thing with Martin as well. Remember back in the 90s, but that wasn't recorded if I'm not mistaken. The one with Martin wasn't recorded. He went out into the middle of the road in LA and Martin was talking about they trying to kill me. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yep. Look, Los Angeles Times, 1996. This is the actual article. May 8th, 1996. Comedian Martin Lawrence runs into the street, yells at cars. With a pistol in his pocket, comedian Martin Lawrence ran into traffic on a busy Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks. Oh my God. We just put it together, y'all. We just put it together. It's a ritual. I didn't even know this. The same road Martin Lawrence was on. Ventura Boulevard, y'all. Cursing and screaming at oncoming cars until he was taken away by police and hospitalized. Oh my God. We just put it together, y'all. Y'all gotta like this video. Y'all gotta run it up. You know what? We're gonna have to have Martin Lawrence in the thumbnail or something. This the connection right here. This the connection. I'm glad I thought about this. It says a witness who declined to be identified but who said he was an acquaintance of Lawrence said the actor was cursing, waving his hands and yelling, "Fight the establishment." He said Lawrence ran out of the street and when police arrived and tried to fight them off, when they attempted to restrain him, y'all, this is the same story. This is the same exact story. Martin Lawrence was 30 years old at the time, though. I don't know how Lil Nas X is. I think he's still in his 20s. Oh my God, y'all. This the same story. Run it up, man. Y'all gotta run it up. Y'all gotta smash the like button. I need hella comments on this. This is the same road. Ventura. Let's go back. Let's go back to the Lil Nas X. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Old Town Road rapper floating aimlessly down Ventura Boulevard at 4 a.m. Martin Lawrence ran into traffic on a busy Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks, cursing and screaming. Same exact story. So what is going on in Hollywood? Why are they choosing this road? We're talking about something that happened in 1996 all the way up into 2025. This is not a coincidence. This is a ritual. This is a ritual right here. And this one just happened to be filmed. The one with Martin Lawrence, there was no footage of it. Yeah, there was never any footage of this, but this has always been going on around the industry. People have talked about this one a lot. And now we have the connection to Ventura Boulevard. There got to be something going on. It got to be something going on. I need y'all to go ahead, smash the like button on this one, bro. With that being said, I think we got to just stop it right here. That's it. That's the connection. So we know that this is not random. This is not random. Crazy, man. Yeah, man, with that being said, go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one. Got another video for y'all tomorrow, man. It's going to be a real good one. So with that being said, y'all, it's Black Balloon. I'm going to see y'all soon, all right? I'm out.